Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to take a look at the Griffin Armament QD blast shield. It's basically the shield that goes over your brake that you can use as a concussion redirection device in the chance you're not using a suppressor, or while you're waiting for your suppressor to get approved, or for whatever reason. So let's just dive right in. Unboxing it. This is how it comes from Griffin. It's a pretty nice and solid product. You've got your barrel shims. You've got your blast shield. It's got a nice big cavity in there. You've got your backstop. That's pretty important. And it's a pretty heavy duty device. It's got its porting here in the front. There is no side porting. It is a true concussion redirection device. Your brake would go into there. Once you open this up, your brake will go in there, and essentially a lockdown, and your concussion report would blast off inside the can, bounce around, shoot out this way, and pretty much direct all your gases downrange. Let's go ahead and measure it and get some specs on it. It is, you would need, it's about 1.5 inches diameter, so you need a clearance of at least 1.5 inches if you're going to shroud it. Most people do. And it's about 3.38 inches long. It is quite heavy for what it is, so make sure you've got something that's balanced. It weighs 8.75 ounces, so it will add a good bit of weight. So the way this thing works is you've got this clip that kind of usually goes into the grooves. This is not a Griffin Armament brake. Obviously a Griffin Armament brake will have it'll be perfect and it'll line up perfectly, but we can still use it with this brake. It's got the grooves work, so I'll show you a little later just a mock-up of how it works. So what you have here is you've got this this locking gate that actually clamps down onto the ridges here on the brake and locks itself in, and that's how it works. And what this thing here is, this is called a spring plate. See there? It's a plate and it kind of springs up and down. They call it a spring plate. And what you do is you raise up the spring plate and you pull back the locking gate. Now it's ready to install, right? You slide that over the brake, and the brake's inside there, and it locks down into the shoulder. So the way you're supposed to do is you deflect the spring plate, lift out the locking gate, and then you mount this blast shield onto the stop. So I'm going to show you how that would more or less work. So the blast shield, this little notch right here, is in the 6 o'clock position. So that is the 6 o'clock position, and then you would do your lock washer or jam nut, or however you want to index this thing. This thing happens to index pretty good with the way it is. If we just mock it up, I'll bring it here so you can see a little better. So you just mock that up here at a 6 o'clock. So as you can see, this slides over the brake, and this gate will then clamp down into the now this is your lock. It doesn't let you go any further back. With this brake, we're going to go ahead and use it right here at this last shoulder. Now it doesn't clamp down all the way because, again, this is not a Griffin Armament brake. But if it was, this would clamp all the way down. I'm sorry, I don't have one here to display it. It clamps all the way down and locks, and it doesn't spin. It's very nice and secure. But that's what it looks like. It's pretty. Let me see how balanced that is. it's kind of front heavy, especially if you've got a long barrel. That's an 18-inch barrel. That's a little front heavy. So that's really how it looks. You can use these shims to get it to lock up exactly the way you want it. It's pretty customizable. It's a nice product. We're not going to shoot it today. This is just a basic unboxing and kind of a demo, just so you see what you're looking at and how it looks on it. A lot of people have got that question. It's just a quick little video to display what your Griffin Armament QD blast shield is. That's what we got here. If there's any questions, feel free to give us a shout out.